Hello everyone. I'm Ariana Samoto, and welcome back to more of The Curse of Monkey Island. So, today we are going to continue on with our exploration. So, last time we left off, we found out that the ring was cursed. We turned Elaine to gold, a solid gold statue, right as she was about to hit us. And then we saw the voodoo priestess who said, well, you need to get a big giant ring to heal her. Yeah, crazy. But we're gonna continue looking at everything else. So this is where we were. This is where we just left. We're gonna go to the unknown place first. Just so you can see what's on the map.
It's full of dirty towels.
Ew. See, now we can talk to him. But
He's a member of the bustling Plunder Island workforce. It's coconut cooking oil.
Yes, may I help you?
interesting. Yeah.
Something sure smells, cooked. Got anything to eat?
Sure, but hey, it's a lovely afternoon for the beach today. Not too crowded yet. There's a crafts workshop on the south beach and a swabber-sized class at 2 and 4. Water's warm and the waves aren't too high. Just watch out for the occasional undead corpse washing up on shore. Might want to keep the kids away from any rotting flesh. But otherwise, the siege earlier today shouldn't spoil your afternoon. Just between you and me, the undead are notoriously bad tippers. So it's just as well they didn't take over the island, eh? Let me see your membership card and we'll fix you right up.
I think I'm gonna go with the fine leather jackets again.
I'm delivering these fine leather monogrammed golf jackets.
No membership card, I see. Well, sir, you're at the Brimstone Beach Country Club in Smorgy, part of the Leisure Lovers Planned Community for Retired Pirates. It's very exclusive. I'm afraid if you don't have a membership card, you cannot use any of the club's amenities.
I don't want an amenity. I had to eat one of those while I was lost at sea, and it was terrible.
Then let me also point out that without that membership card, you are not permitted on the beach, you cannot use any of our towels, and you can't have anything from the grill. Good day.
He's a very rude man. Like, obviously very pompous, but like, he definitely has a high opinion of himself and the club and his position in the club as the cabana boy. Anyway, it'll be fun talking to him later. So one thing I'll point out with a lot of these point-click games, if you can pick it up and take it, do so.
The front door is closed.
Oops.
It's locked.
The fountain.
In memory of the chickens who gave their lives during the Great Puerto Pollo Potluck Jamboree of 1621.
Chickens of being memorialized. Let us go in. Whee! Uh-huh. Just a fast travel. Alright, let's go into the theater. Wait, before we do, let's look at the
Good
clock.
evening. At the tone, Caribbean Standard Time will be 3:40, 7, and seconds. Beep.
Huh? He didn't say the seconds. For shame. Sorry. Okay. Examine.
It looks like there's something inside the pocket of this coat.
Cool. Let's open the pocket then.
There's a glove in here.
Thank you for the glove. And examine the magic wand.
It's a magic wand. Watch me make this disappear.
Yoink.
It's empty. Or is it?
Boom.
Nothing up my sleeve?
Presto.
Presto! Hey, it worked. There's something inside. The C's of ventriloquism.
Yoink.
Looks like a nice coat. With just a few flakes of unsightly dandruff.
Blech.
I'd hate people to think less of this guy just because of a slight problem with... Hey, this isn't dandruff. Oh.
Ew. Gross. Yucky. You know what that is, right? Lice. Ugh. Like, even when I was younger, the wigglies just made my skin itch, and it still does. Like, itchy, itchy.
It smells like something's burning. Must be this shoddy 17th century electrical wiring. Wait a second. Somebody's been monkeying around with these controls. I'll need to read the instructions before they'll work.
Well, I don't have the instructions. But look at the banana peels. Definitely a monkey's. Monkey's been monkeying around.
No, no, that's not right. Come on, Slappy, you've got
It's an actor.
thespian.
Oh, look at that. He even corrected us.
Then I kill C.
That is just disturbing.
I don't remember. Is the water ballet before or after my mad scene?
Prop tree. Fake trees of this genus were often used by early settlers for theatrical productions.
A pirate
And
by
they were
any
obviously
other
still
name would
used.
Still reek. Arr.
It's Yorick's headstone from Hamlet.
Next, I burn Thebes, subdue its army, trample its citizenry,
That doesn't sound
and then
accurate.
I smash the
Right?
watermelon.
Ahoy! I'm a dangerous pirate. Who are you?
Cromwell. Slappy Cromwell. It's not my real name, actually. My agent told me my given name just didn't have star quality.
What was your given name?
Rex Fortune, adventure seeker.
That's a long
I
name.
What's that putrid, stench-ridden drivel that you're rehearsing?
But this is the master work of the bard. Do you really think it's that bad?
Was the Great Pyramid of Cheops originally 481 feet high? Bad like Poe. Do pirates drink grog? Oh, it's that bad. Gonna go with pirates drink
Do
grog.
pirates drink grog?
Oh, I knew I shouldn't have altered the material. How could I have taken up my wretched pen and stabbed it bodkin-like through the unsullied poetry of the master?
You rewrote Shakespeare?
I was compelled to. Not a single person was coming to any of my performances. Oh, these stupid, brutish pirates, not men enough to confront their own sensitive inner natures. So I rewrote the whole folio, contracted the brilliance of decades into a 45-minute review. Spear, a theatrical medley.
No. Just no.
Why can't you go back to the original scripts?
Oh, the sweet, sweet, bitter irony of it all. Now that you have confirmed that I have produced a work of unredeemable trash, I'm more or less guaranteed to have a financial success on my hands.
Why do I find that strangely encouraging?
And that's kind of accurate. Like, I find people in general tend to buy a lot of crap that they don't need. And so successive crap is pretty accurate.
Can I watch you rehearse your horrible play?
I'd rather you didn't. I get nervous when people watch.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Please, can I watch you rehearse?
I'd rather you didn't. And stop whining.
Can I join your show?
Let me be blunt. You just don't have the hands of a spear carrier.
You have no idea how often I hear that. Please, can I join your show? I was a tree in my kindergarten play.
We already have a tree.
Oh. Carry on.
It just continues on with, like,
With morals.
you can constantly ask back and forth, back and forth. I've tried, like, repeatedly asking over and over and over and over again, and it's just dialogue of the same kind of redundant stuff over and over. And I thought maybe, like, after a time, like, you would get, like, a different set of dialogue or something, but I never did. But it could have just been because I got bored of asking. And I'm not going to waste your guys' time by asking. But we're done in here for now. And we are going to walk a little ways over here. Check out this storefront.
The Barbary Coast.
Welcome, patron, to the Barbary Coast, where every haircut is an adventure.
Aye, and if you're wanting a haircut, you'll have to wait until I'm finished with Captain Rottingham here.
Are you guys pirate barbers?
We prefer the term buccaneer hairstylists.
Great. Maybe you guys can help me find this huge diamond ring I'm looking for.
Diamond ring?
Yeah, it's supposedly enormous, and it's on Blood Island.
Blood Island? Never heard of it.
It's a funny story, really. I need it to lift this curse. It's turned my girlfriend into a solid gold statue.
Solid gold?
Wait a second. Did I just share too much?
Yeah, you did. But did you guys notice there's, like, blood on this sheath? Like, it's, like, supposed to be, like, one of those drapes that you put to, like, see when you cut someone's hair, their hairs don't get all over their clothes, but it's all covered in blood. Not very good barbers.
It's a dapper pirate.
It's a dapper pirate.
It's a salty pirate, sucking on some candy. He looks like a true professional.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's go talk.
Ahoy there, I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
Of course you are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay then, who are you?
Edward Van Helgen.
Not the...
That's right, mine is the name that pirates fear the most. Edward Snugglecakes Van Helgen.
Dude!
I don't know who they're talking about. And I don't even remember it being a reference in any of the other game. Like, the first two, I don't remember him being a reference, but maybe he was, and I'm just forgetting.
How'd you like to join my ever-growing pirate crew?
Your crew? Why would I want to be on your crew?
It's gonna be a blast. We're going to Blood Island.
Sorry, Threepwood. As much as I'd love to be out at sea again, I could never serve a captain who wasn't a gentleman and who wasn't my equal.
Eh.
Gentlemen, that's me all over.
Then prove it. If you can defeat me in a gentleman's duel, I'll join your crew.
All right, let's get to dueling.
No, no, no. There are rules. If you want to duel with me, you have to give me sufficient insults.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey, that's a nice shirt. How long have you been colorblind?
Oh, please.
Nice cologne you're wearing. Did you actually roll around in dung or just dab a little behind each ear?
That's not the type of insult I had in mind.
Did I mention you're a big old bedwetting duty head?
No, but I'm still not impressed.
How appropriate. You fight like a cow.
That's an old one. Come back when you have some fresher material, eh?
I don't want to insult you. Why can't we just get along?
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't want to join my crew?
I told you, not unless you give me sufficient insult and beat me in a duel.
You went from pirating to hairstyling. Why?
The music of the sea is something that takes hold of your soul and never lets go. But the life of a sailor is a rough one, and the sea shows no mercy. It was no easy choice to leave, but I realized that I could still enjoy the music of the sea while remaining safely on land.
Which makes sense. I mean, like, not pirates, people who go to their barbers or hairstylists, like, you gotta talk about something when you're sitting there, and probably these pirates have a lot of stories, so they can still, basically, they're living vicariously through the pirates that they cut hair for.
By hanging out at the docks and singing to passing sailors?
No, believe me, that doesn't work. By starting a barbershop quartet, obviously.
Obviously, but there are only 3 of you.
Auditions didn't go as well as we'd hoped. We once had a tenor named Dominique, but he left. Artistic differences.
That makes sense.
Oh, my feet are killing me.
What was that?
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. My mind was wandering. Please go on.
Well, we spent so much time coming up with a clever name for the shop, we realized we were going to have to give up singing and actually become barbers. But I still like to think that we're not just cutting hair. That maybe, just maybe, we're teaching people a little bit about themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you have a ton of cool pirate stories.
No, I couldn't.
Oh, come on. I'd really like to hear some of...
The year was 1675. We were on a course towards the wreck of the Rattling Phlegm. Our days were filled with songs of the voyage and the untold riches we'd find at our destination. 2 months into our journey, we realized something was horribly wrong.
Was it some kind of seasickness? Had your ship been placed under some kind of pirate curse? Were you haunted by the spiteful ghost of a former captain? Is this going to be scary? I want to do this one, but yeah, we're going to do that.
Is this gonna be scary? Because I warn you, I'm easily startled and will scream like a baby.
Steel yourself, young pirate. We were all stricken with a melody. A diabolical song that I shall never forget. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Hey, that's kind of catchy.
Aye. All too catchy for a crew of 50 men confined to a ship hundreds of miles from port. No one could think of anything else, and many threw themselves into the sea rather than hear any more of the incessant humming. We returned with but 8 of our crew left. The doomed voyage of the Obsessivo-Compulsivo will haunt me forever.
Well, you kind of cursed yourself with that name of the boat, though, so...
Whoa, look at the time. Gotta scoot.
Duck.
Ahoy there! I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
So,
So, it's good to meet you, Mr.
Bill.
Bill? That's your pirate name, Bill?
Cutthroat Bill.
Oh, I see. Well, that puts a whole new spin on it, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Especially with that bloody sheet you're washing.
Are you ever going back to pirating?
Maybe. Someday. If I find the right captain.
Perfect. I'll be your captain. Onward to Blood Island and high adventure. Wanna come?
You, a captain? Hardly.
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes.
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes.
And what do you have to show for it?
I've got a ton of cool stories.
Treasure? Immense mounds of gold and diamonds? Solid gold scepters of power? Anything?
Well, I've got these nickels.
Wooden?
Yeah.
Some treasure hunter you are. You couldn't find gold in a jewelry shop.
I bet I could find more gold than you've ever seen. I bet I could... bet I could too, you big old bedwetting dickhead. You could find a... I'm gonna say this
I
one.
bet I could too, you big old bedwetting duty head.
How much would you bet?
Well, I've got these nickels.
Right. Come back when you have some real treasure to show me.
Sure.
How'd you break into the hairstyling industry?
I saw an ad to join a barbershop quartet. Got a problem with that?
No, that must be very rewarding work.
What's that supposed to mean?
Mean? Just that, you know, cutting hair and singing must be just a lot of fun.
It's like a party every day. Some days I just don't know how to contain my joy. I get giddy, and the laughter bubbles out of me like a sparkling fountain of mirth and gaiety.
Okay, new topic.
He's so grumpy.
Do you really enjoy being a barber?
It's a steady income.
Pirate stories. Got any?
Okay, here's a story. I started out as a crewman on the raging Tightwad, sailing out of Puerto Pollo. The captain was a master treasure hunter, a diviner from some ancient secret society. He had some weird fifth sense when it came to finding objects of value.
I'm just gonna keep using the scary line.
Is this gonna be scary? Because I warn you, I've been known to leap into the arms of total strangers when startled.
I have a razor.
Good point. Please go on.
We left port without a map, guided only by the captain's keen senses. We spent the first week going around in circles, until we realized the crew's gold earrings were throwing the captain off. After we tossed all our jewelry, gold coins, and belt buckles overboard, we got back on course.
Did you ever find any treasure?
We sailed for 2 years, and had finally started back to Plunder Island. But just as we started to doubt him, he paid off. We found sunken treasure right off the coast.
Wait a second. Was it an enormous pile of jewelry and gold coins and belt buckles at the bottom of the bay?
Exactly. How did you know that?
Just had a feeling.
Well, at least he was accurate.
Say, what you eating there?
Jawbreaker.
Is it good?
Yep.
You don't say much, do you?
Nope.
It's been a pleasure. Bye. Ahoy there! I'm Guybrush Threepwood, and I'm a mighty pie...
Quiet.
Red... Huh?
Don't distract him while he's working on me.
Aye, laddie. You'll have to wait your turn. It's the pirate way.
Mm-hmm.
He seems irritable.
Mm-hmm.
Ahoy there! I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
I see. And I don't care.
He's such a tool.
I'm a mighty pirate.
Ha!
What do you mean, ha?
I meant just what I said. Ah! If you're a mighty pirate, then I'm bold.
I'm mighty enough to defeat LeChuck twice.
LeChuck? Ha! Even if he's dead, there's just no excuse for that hair.
What a jerk.
So you're a ship captain, huh?
Not just any ship captain. Don't tell me you've never heard of Captain Rene Rottingham.
I've never heard of Captain.
I'm only the most cunning and well-groomed captain ever to sail the Caribbean.
It's funny how condescending so many of these characters are. Like it's in line with the brand because like in the original, like the first two, everybody underestimates him and is condescending and everything. And it's just the theme.
Well, how'd you like to join my crew?
Me serve on your crew? Please don't make me break into hysterical laughter while this buffoon is working on my hair.
Why don't you want to join my crew?
I serve under no man. Oh boy.
Now, just 1 second.
If there's any treasure to be found, I'm going to be the man to find it. And I'll look absolutely stunning while I'm doing it.
Well, I didn't want you on my crew anyway.
That's your loss. And boy, lose the ponytail. It's so last year.
Did you know you're starting to go gray?
I most certainly am not.
You kind of are. Like, your hair is pretty gray there. It's not black anymore.
Don't get me wrong. Gray hair suits you.
It doesn't. I mean, of course it would. But I don't have to worry about that for several years.
If I were you, I'd worry more about those split ends.
Split ends? I'll have you know I've killed men for comments less slanderous than that.
You've got a bald spot starting here in the back.
What? You're lying, of course.
If you say so. All I know is that there's definitely some kind of shine going on back here. You seem irritable. Is it from your dry scalp?
My scalp is lovingly massaged with the finest creams and oils in the world, twice daily.
Yeah, that's a little more than I wanted to know.
Your petty jabs and insults mean nothing to me.
Well, you're obviously still listening and commenting on them, so they must mean something.
They're doing great things with dandruff shampoo these days.
I suggest you leave, boy, before you force me to defend my honor.
Fire! Run for your life!
I'm sure the authorities probably have the situation under control. But just in case, Barber, more moisturizer.
Rabid dogs are on the loose! Get out, now!
I don't hear anything. There are no rabid dogs on the loose.
That's just what they want you to think.
Mm-hmm.
There's an axe-wielding maniac at the door! Flee!
Perhaps you should offer yourself as a sacrifice so the rest of us may be saved.
The calls are coming from within the barber shop. You must get out immediately.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Leave us alone.
Storms are coming. Better get a move on. Could be a twister.
Then I'm most definitely staying inside. The humidity does horrible things to my hair.
I actually like humidity. Humidity makes my hair go out curly. Like, my hair is wavy naturally, but when it's really humid out, it's like full-on curly everywhere.
Captain Rottingham, you're being paged.
Take a message.
And
You know, sitting down for too long can be unhealthy. It's a serious risk to your cardiovascular system. I think a nice jog could be just what you need right about now. Up and at 'em.
Go away.
and then it just continues that way.
You seem busy. I'll come back later.
Oops, not that. I want to look at the book.
Coiffures for the Discerning Pirate. Spring edition. It's a rock, and it's a paperweight.
Yoink.
Don't touch that, you foul creature. This ape may ruin my haircut.
Alright. Now, we are just going to look at that.
It's a comb, probably made from the jawbone of some near-extinct sea mammal.
You'll see that later. We're going to continue in here.
Do you have a reservation?
No.
No reservation slip, huh? Then out you go.
Okay. We're going to come over here. Oops.
I'll have to buy some lemonade first.
I meant to talk to him.
Hello there, Sonny. You open yet?
Oh boy, my first customer. Gee willikers, is this gonna be swell. Hi, my name's Kenny Foulmouth. It sure would be neat if you would buy some of my lemonade. It only costs a nickel. And best of all, I have a bottomless mug policy.
That does sound like a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
Is the lemonade good?
Oh gosh, yes. It's a very healthful drink. Even better for you than placing leeches on your tongue.
Wow.
You.
What's the lemonade good for?
It's a dandy tonic for scurvy. It'll cure all your symptoms, including but not limited to gradual weakening, aching muscles, sunken eyes, painful gums, ashen skin, loss of teeth, internal bleeding, the reopening of old wounds, diarrhea, kidney failure, fainting, halitosis, and death.
That's pretty accurate though, because like a lot of pirates did suffer from scurvy, and they found it was because of the lack of vitamin C.
Will it cure evil pirate curses?
No, but it has a refreshing citrus flavor.
Kitties are getting a little too aggressive with their play.
What's the lemonade good for?
Drinking.
Oh. I'd like to buy some lemonade.
Sure, we have a bottomless mug policy, you know. That'll be a nickel.
Hey! There's no bottom to this mug. Give me my money back.
I'm sorry. I did tell you about our bottomless mug policy, and there are no refunds.
Why, you little...
Thank you. Come again.
What a swindler. Let's say, wait. Before we do that, we're just gonna walk around here.
Sumatran rubber tree. Donated to Puerto Pollo by our Sumatran sister city of Vacaville. This tree is the only one of its kind in the entire Western Hemisphere, and stands as an everlasting symbol of the friendship between our two cities.
Just give me a second. Alright, time back.
Caribbean rubber tree. One of the many rubber trees common throughout the Caribbean, used as raw material for shipbuilding.
Mm-hmm.
It's a wooden sawhorse supporting that keg of rum. It's too heavy for me to move.
Drink.
Nah, I need to keep a clear head for now.
Aww. Mysterious door.
Mysterious.
Mm-hmm. Woohoo. Not very mysterious there, but watch. Whee! Look who. He's in the clock tower. And you could just keep doing it and finding new places for him to show up. And it's time.
Holy infestation! You've been struck with the hair demons.
What are you talking about?
The cursed head vermin. The scourge of every hygienic sailor on the seven seas.
That's a lie!
Sure as I'm standing here, they're wriggling about your scalp like a pack of wretched sea lions.
Good analogy.
This calls for drastic action. I'm bringing in old Ironsides.
No, let's not be too rash.
Rash. That's a bad sign.
There's no time to lose. I'm going to have to amputate.
No, you'll ruin my hair!
He is now bald. Mm-hmm. If he's a mighty pirate, then I'm bald. That's what he said. So, Guybrush is a mighty pirate. Nix. Just a second. And I'm back.
Ahoy there! I'm Guybrush Threepwood, here to serve all your mighty pirate needs.
Pleasure to meet you, Guybrush. I am Haggis McMutton of the clan McMutton.
He's such a nice guy.
How did you become a barber pirate?
I spent 10 years at sea on board the HMS Anathema, the fastest ship in the Scottish Navy.
So how did that help you become a barber pirate?
It was a clipper ship.
Ah. Do you know any rousing pirate stories?
Well, there is the story of the secret of Bulky Island. We were a crew of 200 men under the command of Big Jake McJuggernaut, the most powerful captain on the seas. One night in port, Captain Jake heard the tale of an enormous treasure buried somewhere on Bulky Island. We set sail and landed on the island within a fortnight and found the treasure the next morning.
Bulky Island.
Bulky Island. Where's that?
You won't find it on any map. Captain Jake took the location of the treasure to his grave. Oh, it was a beautiful sight. A tremendous chest made of solid gold. Big Jake leapt into the hole and wrapped his sinewy arms around the chest. He gathered his resolve, counted to 3, filled his lungs, and lifted with all his might. The sound of his back cracking brought a grimace to even the most steel-hearted crew. By nightfall, the lot of us were lying on the beach, writhing in pain.
Why didn't you lift with your knees? Why didn't you work in pairs or groups of 3 or 4? Why didn't you set up a system of ropes and pulleys? Why didn't you flood the hole and let the chest float out?
Why didn't you set up a system of ropes and pulleys?
That would have been the weak man's way out. The pirate Angus McFulcrum had followed us to Bulky Island, wanting the treasure for himself. The weakling used a lever and took the chest, laughing at us as he carried it to his ship. And my proud Captain McJuggernaut died in traction, cursing himself for not being strong enough.
Oh, that's sad.
How would you like to join my crew?
You seem like a nice enough sort, Guybrush, but a man cannot serve as my captain unless he earns me respect.
And how would a man go about doing that?
By besting me in a time-honored test of strength.
Wrist wrestling, Australian rules football, the 500-meter bucket full of heavy rocks relay. Helping you move. An in-your-face, no-holds-barred cage match to the death. How about a test of who can hold their breath the longest?
How about a test of who can hold his breath the longest?
No, I'm talking about the traditional Highland display of strength and virility, the caber toss.
What in the world is a caber? I know what it is. Is this a weird hazing ritual?
Well, but in school I was always picked last for caber tossing.
Maybe it's because you weren't familiar enough with the sport. You see, the caber is a large tree trunk. We go to the field of competition, and each of us heaves the caber as far as he can. The man whose caber goes
Kitty
the farthest
chasing a fly.
is the winner.
That's just about the stupidest sport I've ever heard of. And I watch cable television.
Aye, but you cannot argue with tradition.
Sounds great. Let's do it.
Sounds great. Let's do it.
I would never follow such a weak captain.
So rude.
Haggis. That's an unusual name.
I suppose it is, but haggis is just a nickname. The given name is heart, liver, and kidneys boiled in the stomach of the animal McMutton.
Oh, so your parents were expecting a girl.
Aye.
I don't see what the reference for that is, but okay.
What is that blue stuff in the jar anyway?
Ah, the old comb juice. 'Tis a fiery brew that's bested many a sailor with her fermented froth. It'll burn your throat unless you chase it with conditioner.
Those sure are nice scissors.
Aye, they're my best pair. They can cut through almost anything.
Why are they in the ceiling?
Sometimes I cut hair so fast, the scissors fly from my hands at unbelievable speeds.
That explains the bloody sheet.
Could I borrow those scissors for a minute?
Sorry, no. They're much too valuable to me. You know they can cut through almost anything.
Yes, I believe you mentioned that. What And I think of all I could do with those scissors.
Aye. The scissors are just that good.
Yeah.
Did I mention how nice those scissors are?
You did, and it's all true. They're the best pair I've ever owned.
And they can cut through anything. Please let me borrow those scissors.
Sorry, but no.
And it just repeats.
I sure could use a haircut.
Have a seat, laddie, and I'll do you up with a fine coif.
Sounds good.
It's the handle the barber uses to raise and lower the chair.
And when he stops looking, boop. And when he stops looking, yoink.
Ugh, blast that ineffectual paperweight. I'll have to go
It's
find
so
another-
funny. Like he's like so engrossed in cutting his hair that he didn't notice. So funny. And now we use the handle. It's crazy how high that can go. Like, is there seriously a barber that tall? Whee!
Phew. Well, I searched the whole island, and I couldn't have found a single rock for a paperweight. I suppose I'll just have to eyeball your haircut.
I just remembered I have another appointment.
Oh, I was going to give you a French braid, too.
That's like ridiculous though. Like they're on an entire island, there's not a single rock.
There's a plaque on this portrait. It says, Rachel Squall. This lady we're certain was no debutante. She killed 20 men while she wore this bouffant.
Oh yeah, these are all like rhyming things.
Edward Screech. When it came to rum, Edward Screech never skimped. He drank a whole bottle while he had his hair crimped. Thomas Lude. Here was a
Like-
dangerous man when accosted, but he looked pretty good when his hair had been frosted. Captain Steve Gromit. He fought and he struggled. He kicked and he brawled. But when he left our shop, we made sure he was bald. In loving memory, Crackers. 1684 to 1685.
Poor crackers.
Jack Rackham. Always a dapper crook. Jack wore the layered look.
Very nice.
Another satisfied customer.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Charles Vane. The captain stood 7 feet high in his boots, but you'd never have guessed that we dyed his roots. Captain Richard Squawkins. There never was a more despicable knave, but we gave him an impeccable body wave.
Very nice.
It's an ipecac flower.
And we're gonna cut that ipecac flower. Yoink. And we're gonna cut our way through all this crap. A club, a box, a machete, a stick, bottle, a device, a sign. It's the pirate ship.
I wonder what this sign means. Snake crossing. What possible harm could a snake?
Delicious.
Well, this isn't good. Massive man-eating snake. This fantastic reptile is one of Plunder Island's most dangerous and beautiful predators.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see it,
I
but
don't-
I'm sure it's a 9-iron.
Don't know how he read that from inside a snake, but okay.
I can't see what that is, but I bet it's a box of Full of Brand cereal. The highest fiber content available without a prescription. Last I heard, they added even more live white mouse flavor.
It would just
I bet that's a big old
digest you
stick,
faster.
the perfect snake beating size. I think it's a machete sharp enough to cut through even the largest reptiles. I can't see it, but I bet it's Snake Away brand snake repellent. I think those are the jaws of life, which would really help me get out of this snake. It's the fearsome head of that pirate-eating snake. It's a priceless, delicate Fabergé egg.
Yoink. Vacuum attachments. Lots of stuff. And we'll look at this. Oh,
It's the remains of a member of the Plunder Island Naturalist Society.
so
Those guys
sad.
sure are dedicated. It's a big steaming cup of joe. 2 eggs over easy.
Mm-hmm.
Thick, fatty sausage patties. It's a
Pancakes.
stack of big, fluffy pancakes. Maple. It's got a tread that just grips the road and won't let go. It's a reservation slip for Blondebeard's chicken.
Yay. Must have been the naturalist
He's wearing a
guys.
little shirt that says, "I whooped it up at Big Whoop." He's cuddly, but I really want out of this snake. I hate to think what would happen if these fell into the wrong hands.
Mm-hmm.
It's volume C and it's mostly digested. I can only make out page 243. A compass is a magnetized bit of metal floating in a solution. What a completely random piece of trivia. The Plunder Island Yellow Pages. It's a complete array of vacuum cleaner attachments. It's a priceless, delicate Fabergé egg.
Very nice. Okay. Now,
They've already been partially digested.
yeah, it's gross, but I just have to.
No thanks. This is one pirate who's concerned about saturated fats. They've already been partially digested. I'm nervous enough just being inside this snake.
Mm-hmm. But you remember what they said about the ipecac flower, that it was purgative? Purgative means you're gonna purge what's in your stomach. And we're gonna make,
It makes syrup of ipecac.
yay!
Logical.
Mm-hmm. And we're gonna give it to the snake.
Whew. That sure was a close one. I thought for sure when I got eaten by that snake that I was done for. Thank goodness I'm safe. No? Hey! Hang on, the quicksand is sucking all the cool stuff I found in that snake from my pants. No, there's an odd sensation.
All right, with that, we're gonna leave it off on that episode. So yeah, like we're gonna just chill in this quicksand for a little bit. It's just sad we lost a lot of this stuff. Pretty much everything that we found is gone. That egg and everything, all gone. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. It was a lot of talking. But that's just basically this game. It's just a lot of dialogue and a lot of problem solving. So, thank you all for watching. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and always remember, friends don't let friends swashbuckle alone.